Welcome back to Garage Sports Media. I'm Jackson.
I'm LJ, and today we're going to get started with some NFL news. Joe Burrow's out for at least 3 months. Bad case of turf toe.
3 months? He's out for 3 months
He has to
because
get
of turf toe?
He has to get surgery for it. He has to get surgery.
You see what happens when you don't pay your O-line? This is what happens.
I mean, yeah.
If Joe Burrow had anybody defending him, he would not be injured right now. That's the exact same reason why he got injured 2 seasons ago. Just a terrible O-line, not blocking him at all.
Hey.
Against the Browns, Myles Garrett had one of the scariest hits on a quarterback that I've seen in the recent era of the NFL.
He's always getting hit.
And now he's injured.
Yep. Next up, J.J. McCarthy. He's also ruled out with an ankle injury. He could be out for up to 2 to 4 weeks.
It's terrible. This guy's really injury prone. Last season, he didn't even play a snap in the NFL other than preseason where he got injured. So it's really a shame that he's going to be missing a lot of time because I thought he was going to be pretty good this season.
Yeah. What'd you say? The next Tom Brady?
I did call him the future Tom Brady at points in my life.
Hey, who knows? He can still bounce back.
He's got a long NFL career ahead of him.
You've still got a chance. The last of our quarterbacks, but certainly not least, Jaden Daniels is also going to be possibly out. We don't know if he's out for sure.
He's doubtful.
He is doubtful.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a chance he could play, but he's got a possible knee injury, so we'll see if he plays. We'll probably
It's not looking good. Jaden Daniels is a run-heavy quarterback, and so with your knee being injured, running is a lot harder. Stepping back and making big throws is going to be a lot harder too. Just being able to escape when the pocket collapses.
Yeah.
So even if he does play, I don't expect him to have a great game. Now, going into our running backs, another Commander, Austin Eckler, is going to be out for the season with an injury. So if you do have Krosky Merritt on your fantasy team, I recommend starting him. He's going to be their running back 1 for the season. What do you think about that? Because you had really high hopes on Krosky Merritt at the start of the season.
And I just picked him up in the waiver the other week.
How he was available in waivers is crazy to me. This guy should be
kind of crazy.
This guy should be drafted in every league.
It's because we're playing with people who don't know ball.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
Now, another running back, Aaron Jones on the Vikings. He's going to be out, I think they said, until week 7 with, what is that, a high ankle sprain? Or hamstring injury. So, Aaron Jones out for the next couple of weeks with a hamstring injury. That's going to be a big blow to the Vikings. That does worry me a bit for what the Vikings are going to be able to do, especially with J.J. McCarthy out. I don't trust Carson Wentz starting another game in the NFL ever. But
unfortunate.
To each their own. Maybe they see something I don't. Welcome back to the weather report. Now, as you can see, I'm outside. It's a little chilly right now. I have on a windbreaker. It's feeling like fall is in the air, you know. We're getting into that October season. Now, in the greater Philadelphia area, we do have this red mass coming up from the south. It's looking like a red October with a 100% chance of playoff baseball. The Philadelphia Phillies clinched the NL East and are going back to the playoffs for the second year in a row. Now, I'm happy with this team. I think Kyle Schwarber is having a great year. He has a chance to pass Ryan Howard for one of the best Philly seasons in history. Some other players I think are doing really good. Harrison Bader has been a great addition to this team, not only offensively, but also the vibes that he brings to the locker rooms is a big part of why this team is doing so good. They feel that they're the underdog, and I think that is going to be a big motivator for them going into the playoffs. Now, the bullpen is also doing really well. The Durantula, added before the trade deadline, he has been one of the best closers in baseball. Now, a lot of other people are playing really good with the absence of Zach Wheeler. Players are stepping up to the plate. Baseball pun. Ranger Suarez turned his season around. Christopher Sanchez has been playing really strongly, and Aaron Nola is looking like he used to 5 years ago. Now, outside of that, the platoons. The Phillies' biggest problem was the outfield, and now they have 4 players in the outfield that are playing some of the best baseball of their life. Somehow benching Nick Castellanos was one of the better decisions that Rob Thompson has made, and I think he's a candidate for Coach of the Year. Do I think the Phillies are going to win the World Series? Yes. Pick 6. Our top 6 NFL teams coming out of week 2. Number 1, I'm going the Green Bay Packers. Cheeseheads. Now, I'm feeling pretty good about Jordan Love, and that defense is looking pretty nice. They held the Lions to, let's see, what is that? 13 in week 1. Lions just scored 52 on the Bears.
I agree. I think the Packers look good. I think they look like a great team. I think...
You don't have them at your number 1?
No, most certainly not. I'm not going to argue with you too much, you know what I mean? But
we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to who your number 1 is, but...
let's talk about the Packers. We're talking about the Packers.
What do you not like about the Packers? Give me one thing.
Honestly, there's nothing that I don't like about the Packers. I just don't think they are the best team in the NFL. I think there are teams with better players at better positions and with far more potential than the Packers. And I just can't put them at that number 1. But if you want to put them up here, I'm okay with it. You know, it's your number 1. We'll let that happen. Jordan Love, I like.
I get what you're saying.
I like Josh Jacobs. Micah Parsons is on that team. Their defense has been killing it overall. I mean, I really do like what the Packers are doing. They're not my number 1.
The reason I have the Packers so high is because they're very similar to who I think is the number 2 team, who you think is the number 1 team. Their defense is just as strong. Their offense is producing a little more than I would expect them to. So, Josh Jacobs especially, although, you know, if you look at his fantasy points, it doesn't look like he's having a great season, but just the impact that he's making in the game, that he's making on the field, I think is really meaningful to the team. I think he's a good part of that team, Josh Jacobs. Now, I think Micah Parsons was a big piece of that defense, but I think somebody that is make or break on that defense is Xavier McKinney.
Yeah.
Very strong at his position.
I really do like the Packers. It's just...
So let's get into your number 1. Who would you say is number 1 in the league? Coming in at number 2 on the list.
I mean, you have to know who I'm going to say. The Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, I understand we are not producing at our highest efficiency, but I just cannot stress enough how strong I believe this team is. I think we could be doing a lot better scheme-wise.
Especially
I think
passing the ball.
Yeah. I think our passing potential is so much higher than what we're producing. And I'm a little disappointed in that. But I can't put it past this team to get it done. I know that if it comes down to it, they can get it done. And I have faith in them to do that. I think you have a take that I don't agree with about this week. I mean, we don't have to talk about that now if you don't want to, but...
I'm very disappointed with what the Eagles are doing, passing the ball. But at the same time, maybe this is a coping mechanism as a fan. Maybe it is. But against the Cowboys, I say that's a fluke game because of the lightning delay. Nobody's coming back from an hour-plus delay and playing the best football in their career.
Yeah.
So I think that's a fluke game, but they still win. Why the offense wasn't performing as well as it should have? Maybe they were tired coming out of that delay. I'm not sure. But against the Chiefs, that's also not a game that I look very heavily at when it comes to judging the Eagles. My opinion has kind of shifted because
Mm-hmm.
they have a very strong defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Coming off of that Super Bowl loss in a must-win game for the Chiefs, they were fighting extremely hard to win.
That's what I'm saying. We cannot count out the Eagles just because of their performance against the Chiefs, who have a very good defense. It's not like these are chumps they're playing.
They are still the defending Super Bowl champions, undefeated. So having them at number 2 is not crazy. I would agree with that. Going into my number 3, got the Los Angeles Rams. Now, this is a team that the Eagles are actually playing coming up in week 3. Los Angeles Rams have a great wide receiver room. We're talking Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. Both of these guys putting up numbers. They've got more yards than Jalen Hurts does.
Puka Nacua
as a single wide receiver.
Puka Nacua is a scary guy.
He's gonna be a generational, wide receiver.
They know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about.
Do the viewers know what you're talking about?
They know what I'm talking about. The Puka Nacua flex, bro.
Puka Nacua is going to be really good. I've got down his stats from this past game. 91 receiving yards, 45 rushing yards, and a touchdown. That is a scary stat line for a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Add on, Devontae Adams, 106 yards and a touchdown. This Rams offense looks possibly the best in the NFL. Now, the only reason I have him at my number 3 and not at the 1 or the 2, I'm a little nervous about their defense. I think that their D-line with Brandon Fisk and Jared Verse is really good. But in the backfield, they don't have a lot of key players that are going to stop bigger teams. You know, they went up against the Titans and the Texans. Neither of those two teams made it into our top 6. Yeah. Spoiler alert. For a reason, though. They're not strong teams. I think against the Eagles this week, the Los Angeles Rams, if they beat the Eagles, they're number 1, undisputed. But if they can't beat the Eagles...
They're not beating the Eagles.
Who's your number 4?
Strike me down if they beat the Eagles. Number 4?
Yeah.
We've got the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, James Cook, Matt Milano, Keon Coleman. Amazing players, good wide receivers. I mean, Keon Coleman. I like Keon Coleman.
I have a lot of trust in him.
Got him in fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
I think
he had a really good week 1, which is no surprise.
I don't know his points. I don't have him, unfortunately, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, and Josh Allen, I heard he has a bigger nose now. I heard that's...
Josh Allen got punched in the nose against the New York Jets. He was out for quite a bit of the game with broken nose, bloody nose, weird-looking face.
He had a solid game otherwise.
I know. He should start wearing a visor.
Yeah.
Can't get punched in the face with a visor on.
Well, too late now.
Yeah. Now,
you want to move on to
my number 5, got the Los Angeles Chargers. Another team that beat the Chiefs, giving them that 0-2 record to the start of their season. I really like the way that Justin Herbert is playing.
Yeah.
I think the coaching is what sets the Chargers aside to me. They don't have as good of a team as you would think.
Lad McConkey, bro, my goat.
I've got the Chargers at the 4 because of 2 things. Their quarterback, Justin Herbert, I think he's playing really good. I think this is going to be one of the better seasons for him. But their coaching is a big thing for me. Not only is their offense scoring points and their defense is stopping other teams, but they're playing good football together, complementary football.
Yeah.
And I think that starts with the coach.
Yeah. No, I can appreciate that. And I think that's what I like about the Eagles, too. I feel like the Eagles are a good team like that, too. You know who I really like on the Chargers? I really like Lad McConkey.
Yeah, he actually
really
has
like
been the
Brandon
wide receiver 3, surprisingly, on that team.
I know.
Keenan Allen has been really good so far this season. He is leading the team in receiving yards. Another stat that I did write down, the defense had 3 interceptions versus the Raiders.
Yeah, no, the Chargers defense has been good the past few
They have been
seasons.
balling out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
They held the Chiefs to 20 points. They put up a good show against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's why they're at my 5.
yeah.
What
No,
about
I can
your
appreciate
what
that.
about your 6?
My 6, the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson balling out as usual. Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry, I heard did he have a bad week in fantasy or?
Week 2, yeah.
But
He had some
it's
pretty
still
bad
Derrick
stats.
Henry. He's still gonna do well. He's still gonna do well.
You saw his week 1 stats though.
169 yards, 2 touchdowns. So I mean, he's still doing his job. He's still gonna be hammering that.
He was destroying the Bills, is what he was doing.
Yeah. I mean,
He struggled this past week, but that's gonna happen.
you can't
You
can't run for 200 every week.
Their offense has the most points in the NFL, I believe.
Really?
Number 1.
6 touchdowns. I mean, 6 touchdowns on the season is a lot.
Yeah.
For 2 games in.
If their defense did not come up short against the Bills, they would be 2-0. So it makes sense to have them at the number 6, even though they are a 1-1 team.
Zay Flowers had 143 yards too, a touchdown.
Man,
I mean,
that's impressive.
He's a little guy, and I can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
A littler guy, you know what I mean?
He reminds me of Devontae Smith.
Yeah, and that's
just
what I can appreciate,
has a way to get open for the ball. So
yeah.
This next segment is Foosball Frustrations, where we talk about things that frustrate us while playing foosball.
Here we go.
Start it off. I'll tell you what's frustrating me.
What's frustrating you?
The passing game with the Eagles. I've never seen them play this bad.
Yeah, well, that happens when your offensive coordinator doesn't have a brain.
Kevin Patullo, you think it's his fault? You don't think it's partially about Jalen Hurts?
I don't
think stupid screen passes that they run?
I think when it's the only option you have on the field, what else are you supposed to do?
Now, I do agree that the play calling has been horrendous because since when do you run the ball on 3rd and long? I don't know.
Multiple different times throughout that whole game.
Yeah.
How many times did we run it on 3rd and
possibly
and 100?
Breaking?
Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know.
They're just allergic to passing the ball.
I'm frustrated with A.J. Brown. More of the lack of A.J. Brown is what I'm frustrated with.
I
don't blame it on him.
I'm not going to lie.
I don't think it's his fault.
I don't think it's his fault either. I think it's our offensive coordinator.
It's another
Kevin
result.
Patullo. I think Kevin Patullo doesn't have a brain. I think that's what it is.
He's a passing coordinator, though. I just can't see this as just a Kevin Patullo problem.
I guess you could say that. But when you look down the field and you see absolutely nobody open.
When the goal of this offense is to run the ball, and we are the worst team for running the ball, you start to question what the point is.
I will say, I have been pretty disappointed in our team overall, performance-wise, but we've been winning our games, and I can't it's kind of like the Chiefs last season. You can't count them out just because they're not performing to their highest extent.
Yeah.
They're still winning their games. They're still getting to the Super Bowl. As long as we continue to do that, I can't say anything bad against this team other than I think we could do better.
Yeah.
I think we could do better.
It's good to notice what's wrong earlier on than to figure it out at week 14 and have to totally readjust the way your offense functions. But another thing I'm frustrated with in sports, probably the Vikings.
Sure.
Probably J.J. McCarthy getting injured.
Yeah. And honestly, I was pretty disappointed.
He was supposed to be the future in my eyes.
Honestly.
And with him being injured, I'm very disappointed.
I was pretty disappointed even before he got injured with his performance in the game, honestly. It was a little lackluster. Interception.
I don't ever want to see the Falcons in another primetime game. I'll tell you that. I know that they won, but boy, did they not deserve to win. The Falcons.
The Falcons always find a way to do that. Like last season when they beat us.
I know.
Like, the Falcons will find a way.
You know what I'm frustrated with? This foosball table.
Yeah. This foosball table's pretty butt.
It is bent in like this.
Yeah.
And it has a giant lip of where the goal is. So the ball will just roll down to the goal. Frustrating stuff.
Yeah, but hey.
Anything else?
That's just this goal, I think. Hopefully. Well, I was hoping, but.
Look at you trying to stab me, man.
Huh? Don't. It's not even about the segment anymore. It's just about the football match.
All right. We got to be done. We're not getting anywhere with this. This foosball table, it's not working out.
I think we got it.
Looking ahead to week 3, some picks for you guys. First off, I'm going Denver Broncos versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm picking the Chargers to win that game. I think they're going to win by a lot, actually. I think it is going to be a blowout. Justin Herbert, I trust him to have a good game. The Broncos have been good in the air, but not great stopping the run. The Chargers' defense is also looking really good. I predict them to have an interception against Bo Nix. So that's why I'm picking the Los Angeles Chargers for that game.
Yeah.
Your
I think
game.
I'm going to agree with that on the Chargers, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I picked the Chicago Bears for the Chicago Bears versus the Dallas Cowboys game. Call me crazy.
That'd be an upset.
Call me crazy. I mean, I know, but I want to believe in Romo Dunze. I want to believe in Caleb Williams. I want to believe in that Chicago offense to get it done. I don't want to root for the Cowboys, so.
That's fair. Dunze's been a wide receiver, too.
I think he could be most people's wide receiver 1 nowadays. I mean, he's getting to the point where I think he's getting enough production where you can start him pretty solidly.
Oh, for sure.
Pretty solidly.
For sure, especially after this past week. But
I mean,
yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Yeah, and I really want the Chicago Bears to win. I think they might find a way. I hope they do. I'm going to say the Chicago Bears are going to win that.
All right. Next, I've got the Detroit Lions versus the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going Detroit in this game. Now, this is going to be a shootout, I predict. It's going to be an offense-heavy game, so high scoring. I'd bet the over. Now, some things that I did write down here. The Ravens, Marlon Humphrey possibly out for the game. That's a big loss defensively. So that's kind of why I have the Lions coming out on top. I think if you put the matchups head-to-head, their offense both can produce a lot of points. They have very good wide receivers and good running backs. But defensively, I think Detroit is a bit better than Baltimore. That's why I have Detroit for week 3.
Yeah. Our last game that we're going to be going over, the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Rams. I'm gonna take the Eagles here.
Yeah, that's a good
I think you said you were going the other way.
I could see the Rams winning this game, but
I think
I don't want them to.
It's going
obviously.
to be a close game.
Yes, that's more what I was talking about.
But I think the Eagles. I think Super Bowl defender. We're defending that Super Bowl championship. We beat them in the playoffs last year. They gave us a run for our money in the playoffs last year. They were one of the only teams to do that in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can respect the Rams. I think we're going to beat them.
That's fair. Now, I'm interested to see the matchups at cornerback with wide receivers. So
I think it's going to be a very...
Puka Nacua, I think, will be covered heavy for the game.
Mm-hmm.
I would be interested in starting him in fantasy against the Eagles. I don't think Puka Nacua is going to have a great game. But, man, I think those other wide receivers are going to ball out, especially against Adoree Jackson. I think that Devontae Adams is going to have a pretty good game because I'm not the biggest fan of Adoree Jackson.